All right, today we're a bit of a mess, obviously, and we're going to do a mustache trim and a beard trim. It's actually been quite some time. It's been at least a few months. But first, this is the starting situation, and we're hoping to get here. Not too bad at all. Now, generally, after I do finish a beard and stash trim, I'll grab some beard oil, like this beard oil from the Beard Struggle Viking Storm. This scent is absolutely amazing. I've said this time. But first, go and take a shower. Alrighty, the much needed shower is taken care of. Now, before we get started, there's a few things that you need to make sure that you do. Make sure if you're trimming your beard or mustache or even hair, you wanna make sure that it's towel dried at least. You want it to be setting as natural as possible, because if it happens to be wet, it'll be longer than it naturally sits, and if you're trimming it while it's wet, as soon as it dries, it's going to be a lot shorter than you initially anticipated. Other things to take into consideration are the tools. Now, I'll be using some shears, but you can use a trimmer, and I guess it all depends on what you're more comfortable with. Generally, when I'm doing a minor trim, I'll just use some shears, but if I am planning on taking a lot of density out of the beard or hair, that's when I'll use some trimmers just to be more efficient. You can be precise, especially if they're a smaller pair of trimmers like these. But for the most part today, well, not for the most part, today we're gonna be using the shears. And I'll link both these shears and the trimmers that I showed you, in addition to the clippers that I use for my head, in the description box below, because I know I get a lot of questions in regard to what I use when people watch the video, so I'm trying to be proactive with that situation. In regard to my mustache and what I prefer, I like to keep it somewhat trim. And I say that because when my mustache, when it gets too long, it blends into the rest of the beard, but I don't want it to necessarily blend in with the beard. I want it to kind of curl up just a tad bit, not overwhelming. I don't do like the handlebars, the curls at the end, but I do like to have my stash relatively established. So when I go to trim my mustache, that's gonna help with, see how there's these wiry things right here? A few of those hairs that kind of extend past the rest of the mustache. It prevents it from starting to droop down with the rest of the beard. When you are trimming your beard, mustache, or hair, make sure that you take baby steps, because once it's gone, it takes a while for it to grow back, obviously, but sometimes we get carried away and we don't necessarily think about that. So take baby steps, and you can always go shorter if you want to, but make sure that you're doing it at a nice slow pace. With the mustache, when I am splitting it, when I'm grouping it, preparing it to be cut, I split it from the middle, and I'll kind of twist it around at the end, bring it to the middle, and then that'll give me, hopefully you can see this, is I'm just gonna simply cross my eyes and look and see where the end is, and I'm just gonna take, boom, just a little off of the top, nothing crazy. And then when I put it back, you can see it kind of curls up more than it was before, because it was being weighed down a tad just from those extenders or those flyaways, whatever you want to call them, the longer whiskers, if you will. They were kind of weighing it down to where it goes down like this. So now I actually have a stronger mustache presentation. Alrighty, now time for this mess. I guess I better state the reasons why you might want to trim your beard. One, I mean, it gives a cleaner, or it can give a cleaner overall presentation. The other thing is, when beards get longer, for some of us, they tend to look stringy. So in order for us to kind of keep that density of your beard, there's gonna be a few little outliers that grow faster than the rest of your beard. So we wanna keep those up with the dense part of the beard as it grows down, just so it maintains that overall density, as opposed to letting it just grow out and look very stringy. One more thing to take into consideration when you are trimming your beard, or if you're trimming someone else's beard, make sure that you're looking at it and trimming from all angles, underneath, on top, on the sides. One last thing even, there'll probably be more, but right now off the top of my head, Another thing is start with the front of your beard, start trimming with the front of your beard and then work your way back. Because if you start from the side of the beard and work your way forward, you might end up going a lot shorter than you initially anticipated. There we go. Nothing too drastic. I'm just keeping this very gradual. I like to keep it rounded at the bottom. Some people go straight across. Can you see that? I should probably look at the camera while I'm doing this so you can see it here. I'll get closer. Boom, can you see me? Nice and gradual. And what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for any of the outliers that are really far. So I start with the ones that are the farthest out and just work my way in. Hopefully you can see this. Can you see this? And for me, I have a longer face, so I try to keep my beard as wide as possible. Every now and then while you are trimming your beard, make sure, step back, brush out your beard like this. That way, if you happen to be pressing on it and it's not lying like it naturally would, it's back to lying more so how it normally would. And as I brush this out, I don't know if you can tell, but there are a lot of those outliers that you can really tell right here. That you can see the dense part of my beard up here, but when we go down towards the bottom, it really thins out right here. And so that's what I'm gonna kind of bring up just a tad. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to the trimmers. Boom. Just get a different perspective. It's gonna be a lot quicker than the shears are. Boom. And again, very careful when you are using some trimmers. Not too bad at all. Now, generally after I do finish a beard and stash trim, I'll grab some beard oil, like this beard oil from the Beard Struggle Viking Storm. This scent is absolutely amazing. I've said this time and time before. It's like, it reminds me of a phenomenal evening cologne. It has a kind of like a sandalwood and amber feel to it. Sweet, tad bit sweet with a little bit of spice to it. Check this out. All right, I'm rambling. What I do with this and why it's so important, not just this beard oil, but any beard oil for that matter. Boop, boop, boop. What you do is you don't just rub it into your beard. You want to make sure and rub it into your skin as well, because what it is a moisturizing agent. So it's going to help as far as being proactive in protecting or kind of preventing you from having dry skin, that itchiness factor that you hear about some people having, or if you happen to have that itchiness factor yourself, grab some beard oil, put that on, make sure and rub it into your skin, because a lot of times that's due to your skin being dry. So, and I won't stop there. The last thing that I generally do after I have the beard oil rubbed into my skin and on my beard for the stash, because I do like my stash, and if you want to emphasize your stash and add a little style to it, you grab some beard balm. Boom, got this beard balm right here. And you kind of put it in your fingers like so, and put it into your stash. Let me look over here. Boom. And what this does, this is actually another moisturizing agent, but it does have beeswax in it. And so that beeswax, that's going to help with the form factor of kind of holding your mustache together. And you can even throw it into your beard. And what I'll do is with the leftover beard balm that I have in my hand, I'll actually put it in my hair, throw it back, and then I'm good to go. And it kind of goes with that overall natural look that I like to have. I guess that's going to do it for today. And as always, I hope that you found this video helpful, perhaps intriguing. If you did, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe if you aren't already. Until next time, peace! We out.